Getting paid up to 31 cents per minute sounds amazing, but how does that actually work and is it worth your time? Today I'm looking into Working Solutions, which is a company that hires remote customer support agents from home. I'll go over all the details so you know exactly what to expect and can find out if this is the right opportunity for you or not. And make sure you stick around to the end because I'll also share a bonus tip that can significantly increase your chances of getting hired, something that most applicants completely overlook. In case you don't know, my name is Mikael, and on this channel here I share honest info about online earning methods and work from home opportunities so you can find the right fit and avoid wasting your time. And in this Working Solutions review, I'll walk you through exactly how it works, how the pay is calculated, the requirements you need to meet, and the pros and cons I found after digging into it. And by the end, you will know if this is a good match for you and how to apply the right way to boost your chances. So the first thing I just want to make clear is who can join, because it is a platform where you can find some potentially quite good jobs, but it is only available if you live in the US or Canada. A pop-up comes up on the website when you go there that quite clearly explains this, and it also explains it in the FAQ section. So I just wanted to be completely transparent about that. If you don't live in one of these countries, then I do have a whole playlist about opportunities to earn in other countries. I'll leave a link in the top corner there so you can go and check that out. So what are some of the advantages jobs on Working Solutions offers? Well, it is that you can basically set your own schedule. Remote work that allows you to set your own schedule and be your own boss, which is some of the things it offers here, is definitely something that I personally appreciate. I love the freedom to decide when and where I want to work. You just need to be aware that you are still being hired by some of their clients because you will, for example, help with customer service jobs. So this can be, as they clearly explain here, to handle calls, chats, support tasks. And you of course need to do a proper job at this to keep getting work here. But if you can do this, it can definitely be a way to find some flexible work. And speaking of work, let's dive a little bit deeper into the type of work you can find here. So they do have a list of some of the current jobs, and of course jobs come and go here, so I can't guarantee that the exact same jobs will be available when you come to the website here, but you can see here some of them: bilingual, French, customer support, response specialist, customer support, response specialist, and you can see the countries are clearly mentioned here. Also, you could go through here and see the requirements. You can click and read about the exact requirements for each of these, and also view to see all the openings. You just need to click which one you think sounds interesting and then read more into it to see if it really matches what you can offer and what you are interested in. And you can also see the exact skills required and also the earning potential. And speaking of skills and earning potential, let's go over some overall skills you actually need to find work here before we go over what you can expect to earn. So I do like that Working Solutions is quite clear about the requirements if you want to find work here. You can see they say here to be a pro, that's what they call people that get hired here. You need these things, for example, a wired USB headset there, hardwired high-speed internet there, a certain speed for your internet. You need a quiet office space. This is also very important to be aware of. Of course, an up-to-date computer with also a certain amount of RAM, and also Windows 11 or above for workstations there, and a compatible webcam. So if you don't have this, you should not expect to actually be able to find work here. So that's very important to just keep in mind. But let's now then go over what you can potentially earn here, and then also how you can apply, and then also the bonus tip about how you can significantly increase your chances of getting hired here. So when it comes to the earning potential, Working Solutions has this great calculator that gives you a great idea. What I like is that they even write here what you can expect, and it says that it ranges from 25 cents to 31 cents per minute. And there are also some jobs or tasks that will be paid a set amount per program. So that's also something you might sometimes come across. But just be aware, it doesn't, for example, mean 31 cents per minute if you're just sitting in front of your computer. It says here very clearly that it's based on productive minutes. Some people might misunderstand this, but it means that you will earn for each minute you are actually actively assisting customers. So, for example, live calls, chats, handling customer interactions, but it doesn't mean that you'll get paid if you take a small break or if you're just sitting and waiting for the next call or something like that. So this is very important to be aware of, that they pay you for efficient working time. So if you are an efficient worker that just keeps being busy, then you can earn more. But you can, for example, use the calculator here to say if you think that you can be active more minutes per hour there, or more hours per day, or less hours per day, or rate here, you see like the rate, if you think that you get these jobs, or if you get a job that pays this much, you can easily calculate. So then you could earn, for example, close to $100 per day. Let's say you then would work 8 hours per day, then you would earn $114 per day. If you think that you actually can work more hours, more active hour or minutes, per hour, then you can just slide that, and then you can see, oh, then I could earn $124 per day. So then you can easily figure out here if you think this is actually worth it for you or not. It's not easy money. You do have to work. They only pay you for active working minutes. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And you also do need to apply and get accepted. So let's go over how you can apply before going over what you can do to increase your chances of getting hired. So there are a few steps you need to go through to apply here. The first is that you need to create your candidate profile here. You can even connect and apply with LinkedIn. You should expect that it takes 8 minutes. I do like that they explain the steps here, and also how much time you should expect to actually do this. I really like that they explain it all very clearly. Then there is an assessment test. It says it takes around 30 minutes. You should expect it can take anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. So you need to take the time to do this. And be aware that if you score low on this assessment test, you cannot retake it because they have a lot of applications, so you only get one chance. So make sure you actually have the time to do this properly if you decide to apply. If not, you will just be wasting your time. And then you can see they have some other steps: install and run a PC scanner there, select the client programs, the different jobs you can apply for. And then if you get hired here, they will let you know after the assessment if you get hired, and then you can choose the products you want to work on, and then you can start earning. Before you apply for Working Solutions, here's the bonus tip that I promised earlier, because it is something that can dramatically improve your chances of getting hired. Because a lot of people, they treat this initial online assessment like a quick formality, but that's a big mistake. As I just mentioned before, you only get one chance, and Working Solutions uses these assessments to evaluate your typing speed, your grammar, your attention to detail, and sometimes even how you handle real customer scenarios. And yes, they actually do score you, and as mentioned, you cannot retake it. So my advice is to practice these skills before you apply if you do not have a lot of them already. There are many ways to do this. One thing can, for example, be to use free tools. There are many different options like that. One can be TestDome, and this is a place where they have these realistic customer service scenario tests and even email-based problem-solving exercises. And this can be a great way to get comfortable with the style of questions you might face in an assessment test and in jobs like this. And this particular test, that would even give you a certificate if you score in the top 25%. So that could also be something you could actually share and upload during the application process. So that's one thing you can do. This is just one example. There are other platforms. You can just search for these different customer service tests. And then you should also make sure to take the real assessment in a distraction-free environment and in one sitting. That ensures that you can actually focus 100% and do your best. And finally, when you're filling out your application, then highlight any skills related to remote work, discipline and problem solving and customer service, even if it's, for example, from volunteer work, online sales, or running your own small business. Because this can help you stand out from the crowd and show that you are ready to handle this role and that you're actually making an effort. And this can help you get as good results as possible and increase your chances of getting hired. So to sum it up, I think Working Solutions can be a great option if you are looking for flexible remote support jobs, and it does pay decently and it is flexible, but of course it's also a little bit stressful in my opinion with the way they calculate earnings, where you only get paid for the active minutes. But it can definitely give some freedom to work more on your own terms, but not the ultimate freedom, because you're still getting hired by others and you have this time tracker all the time, so it does put pressure on you like that. So whether it's for you or not really depends on your personal preferences and your overall income goals. If your goal is to build an online income where you can work completely on your own terms without relying on getting hired by others and things like that, then this is not the right option for you. Then I would recommend something like affiliate marketing, building an online business like that. I do have more information on my website about my top recommended way to do that, so I'll leave a link to that below if you're interested in that. But if you're looking for a customer support job with flexibility, this can be an option. And I also do have a written review of Working Solutions if you prefer reading, so I'll also leave a link to that below. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you figure out if it's for you or not, and if it did help you, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.